সবাই দাঁড়ান।
আমি ছায়া করে দিচ্ছি তারা
আমি কই তোমার স্টেটমেন্ট তোমার ভাইতে আজকে পাবলিক থেকে আমাদের সাথে জয়েন করছে।
We standing here to show our protest against what is going on in Bangladesh right now. Actually, it started last 7 days or 8 days. So the protest started from the students regarding job in government job. So they demanded there was a merit-based quota system. So they demanded a merit-based job placement system. But the autocratic government, they are not listening to them. They don't even bother what they want. They started to stop the protest by using their all the government equipment, even UN vehicles, to kill all the innocent students and all the people there. So they killed almost 300 people right till now. It's more than 300 actually. The 300 is reported on the newspaper, but we believe it's more than that. So we want to let the world know that this is not what a democratic world, it can't be going on. So they should be stopped. This autocratic government should stop this extrajudicial killing. So, hello. So we want to urge all the international community. We are here in front of the European Union Parliament. We request you, we are begging you to raise your voice to stop this extrajudicial killing. It's unbearable actually. Last 5 days we can't even communicate in our countries. They stopped all the internet, all the mobile connections, everything. We can't even talk with our families last 5 days. So it's going on very bad, their situation there. And they stopped the internet to stop the news going abroad that they are killing these people. So they stopped everything there. So please, we are requesting everyone, all the human rights organization, all the international community, please stand with us and show your voice that you stand with us and stop this extrajudicial killing. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. We are here to stand for democracy. We are here to stand against dictatorship. We are stand here against the blood of our brother, not against the blood of our brother. We stand for our brothers who killed from last 7 days in our country by the dictator Sheikh Hasina, and which is supported by another big country, India, who helped the dictator to stay his power from last 15 years. From the 2 decades, we don't have any democracy in our country. And in our country, we have free elections without any joining of another party. They always try to put ourselves in a hell. And what's going in our country from last 7 days? The ruling government dictator party, she tried to kill our students from last 7 days. What is their fault? They talk about their rights. This was their fault. From last 7 days, they used our police. She used our police, army, border guard, our all defense force to kill our innocent students. According to newspaper, you know already in our country, the internet stopped from last 10 days. Eventually, we are not able to contact with our parents. I have a small baby who every day need to talk with me. She always say, Papa, why you don't call me? She sent me this message 3 days ago, but I have this message yesterday. What's happening in my country, I don't know. I also concerned about my family. And they killed 500 according to BBC. And although BBC have no right to enter country, they denied BBC journalists to enter our country, to cover news from our country. And from last 7 days, they killed near about 5,000 students without any reason. So I stand in front, I want to say in front of European Union Parliament to international community, please stand with us, please raise your voice, please raise your hand with us. We need to close this dictatorship which ran from last 15 years. Malta is a democratic country, they love democracy. We are in European Union, European people also love democracy. So I hope all the people from Europe, they stand with us, they raise our voice against dictatorship Hasina to save our Bangladesh, to save the democracy of Bangladesh. And thank you very much all of people who are here. Thank you, Maltese government to grant or to give us the permission doing this protest in here. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank everyone here who joining with us for the supporting of Bangladesh students. We are here because Bangladeshi government it's been 7 days they are killing our students because of their demanding their rights. They were requesting for their rights, for their jobs and for their family. But Bangladeshi government didn't listen to them. The Bangladeshi government do whatever he like to do, she like to do. She is doing by herself. It's been like 15 years. She is occupying Bangladeshi peoples, and she is taking Bangladeshi peoples on by herself. And we are here supporting of Bangladeshi students. They have been killing last 7 days, and dear brothers and sisters, I'm sorry I'm a bit nervous, but we are here supporting our Bangladeshi students, and Bangladeshi communities here, they're bleeding. The Bangladeshi government are using their live ammunition to stop voice of Bangladeshi students, Bangladeshi people who are demanding their rights, who are demanding their daily life, and they want to just increase their daily life and improvement, and they are trying to retake their democracy from these fascist governments of Sheikh Hasina, who's been occupying Bangladesh. It's been 15 years. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum. We are gathered here today to voice our concern about the current state of our nation. The Quota movement in Bangladesh began as a call for fairness and justice, a plea from our students for equal opportunities. These students, the future of our country, have been made with violence and repression instead of the support they deserve. We demand an end to the violence against our students. Their right to protest peacefully and increased in our constitution. Their voice must be heard, not silence. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, it is time to step down. Under your leadership, the cries of our youth have been ignored, and their lives endangered. But we seek the future where our government listens to its people, where justice and fairness prevail. Let us unite for Bangladesh that values its youth, respect their rights, and paves the way for a brighter, more equitable future. Stop the violence, end the repression, let our students be heard. Thank you. Step down, Sheikh Hasina. Step Bangladeshi students.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for everyone being here. Dear brothers, sisters, and respected journalists are here. Today, we are protesting here regarding what is going on in our Bangladesh. We are seeking attention of European Union and human rights organization that our Bangladesh, they are experiencing a very judicial killing in our behalf of our from the government to our brilliant students. Why they are asked for their demand? There is one thing: the quota system. The 56% the government job they going to do by quota system, not by merit base. Then the main 30% of the quota from our freedom fighter who attended combat for liberation war in 1971. And just to let you know, this 30% they is useless now because the freedom fighter they are almost 70 years old because the freedom fighting was happened on 1971 till now it's 53 years. So who fought it there? They are almost 70. They are not going to use the quota, and even their children they are not going to use the quota. Now who are there? Only the grandchildren. If you think every freedom fighter they have almost 50, if you count in general, there is 15 grandchildren. They are going to use the quota system, and if you see they are not using these bonds, they are using for university admission, and for after that, once they are going for the government job, they are using the quota system. After that, if there is in the government job, there is internal promotion, they are using this quota system again. So how do you think this? Every freedom fighter it have 15 grandchildren, they using the quota system for admission, government job, internal promotion. So how many times they using this one? So our brothers who are protesting, they are our students, they ask to not to fully movement. They ask for reform, the reformation. They ask to government. They try to reform the quota system, not to movement. Our demand is not to movement, our demand was the reformation. And there was I want to tell you that protest started on 2018. That time, when our brothers protest, government, they removed the fully movement, the quota system, and again, this year on July, 1st of July, again the court, High Court, that announced that quota system again came to 56%. Our brothers, first they submit the petition to our Home Minister. They submit the petition, they demand not the quota, not movement, the quota reformation. Then from the government, they didn't reply on this. When our brothers started again on 14th of July, they started protesting in Dhaka University and Chattogram, all over the Bangladesh. Then the government, they were actually violating. They started with the police. There is the wing, student wing of ruling party. The student league, they started attacking our brothers and sisters, and there is so many violations. If you search on Google and international news, if you see the international news, there is so many. One more thing, the government on July 18, they shut down, they black down all the telecommunication network, everything. So the internal news not coming to us, not coming to the international news. So there is what is going on there, we don't know. And there is no network for telecommunication. So they think that with the international news and they cannot see human rights, United Nations, so they cannot know what is going on there. So we're seeking attention of United Nations, European Union and human rights organizations. Just raise your voice against our dictator Sheikh Hasina. We demand the justice of our brothers, and our demand is to ask the dictator Sheikh Hasina has to be stepped down from the ruling government. Our demand, the dictator Sheikh Hasina has to be stepped down from the government. Thank you everyone. Now I will request Mr. Nazmul Islam to say about the things, and thank you for being here.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you all of you for being here. So, injustice anywhere is a threat to injustice everywhere. So we gather today to protest and give our solidarity to the young people, the young students who are protesting of their rights, because the government in Bangladesh, they have the discriminatory quota system for anyone who is going to be employing in the civil service. So that is a big story, so I want to make it very short. So what we are not supporting, the genocide is going on in Bangladesh now. First of all, there is no freedom of speech, there is no freedom of information. So we are exporting here in Malta. We have families in Bangladesh and we cannot communicate, none of them. So some of my friends, some of my young brothers, last time we know like they have been killed, some of them is killed here. And the government, so the government occupying the power of last 15 years, and they are not fully democratic right of the every citizen. So if anyone is saying against the government policy or something, then they have been kidnapped or they have been illegally arrested. So far, the BBC and CNN News, they reported us, there is over 1,000 people have been killed actually. And there is an uncountable number has been arrested. So nobody knows where they are, who have been arrested. Law enforcement agency, they are not complying any legal rights of Bangladesh. So this is our concern. So we want to protest against the Sheikh Hasina's government, and we want the European communities, that is European communities of human rights, they have the declaration. So we want this issue should be discussed in the Maltese Parliament and then it should be discussed in the European Parliament, because we are forced to invite the European communities to support us. So we submitted petition today. After that, so if we go to the Maltese Parliament and then give a petition, and then we will take the next demonstration, like protest arrangement. So what we can do? So our message is very clear. Bangladesh is a very democratic country. There is a history of democracy in Bangladesh. we are very freedom of speech and we like our personal liberty. So we want the government should be open the internet immediately to keep communications and we can update the news, what's going on in Bangladesh. So thank you very much. So we'll go for a march. So please, you can be lined up and then we can go for the march to the parliament. Thank you.
Good morning. So today is very bad day for our people, for Bangladesh community. So today we are here for protest against dictatorship which run in our country for last 15 years. Our ruling dictator, Prime Minister, from last 10 days, she killed near about 5,000 our innocent students. She used law enforcement force, our defense force, our police to kill our innocent students. So we are in front of European Union parliaments. We are in front of European Union parliaments to have the support from European people, Maltese people, and the human rights organization to raise their voice with us and save our people from dictatorship and the dictator Hasina and save our students. At the last moment, I want to say, step down Hasina, save our democracy, save our country, save our innocent students' life. Long live Bangladesh. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Jahidul Islam. I am from Bangladesh and I am here to seeking attention of you that what is going in our Bangladesh. Our government, they violating the rights of our students. They demand for the reform the quota system in government job, but in the return they get the bullet from the police, military and army. There is going on curfew and no telecommunication network. So the international of you cannot get any news from them what is going in our country. You know, there is almost from the AFP information there is almost 300 killed, but unofficially from our country, from our brothers, we get information there is thousands of students are being killed and more than 5,000 are injured, and there is the military, army, police and the student wing of ruling party, and they are attacking our brothers. And there is the quota system, as I mentioned before, the quota system was 56% quota in the government job. Would you believe it? 56%. If the job, from the job 56% going on the quota, so 44% remain for the merit base. So how, in the current situation, there is so many unjob youth, so they cannot get the job if there is the quota system. That's why our brothers, they demand for quota not movement, the quota reformation. But they are violating the demand, the protest. And there is one more thing, mostly the 30% of quota for freedom fighter who was fought for Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. And now there is the certificate of these, our current government, they selling the certificate of these for freedom fighter. So many fake people, the fake fighter, they using these, they are beneficiating on these. They are beneficiated on these. So we support our brothers, and our demand is to raise your voice. Our demand is to you raise your voice against the dictator Sheikh Hasina. Our demand is to, we want justice, who has been killed, our brothers, and we want justice, and who our demand a step down from the government Sheikh Hasina, a step down from the ruling party, a step down from the government. Thank you very much, and we ask for your attention. Thank you.
So we are hearing from the news, from international news about the situation in Bangladesh, which killed over 140 people, if I'm not mistaken. Brutal repression by the army and by the government. What is your opinion on this situation as a Bangladeshi resident of Malta, and what are your views, and how can you make this situation more known internationally?
Okay, first of all, thank you for being here, and thanks to Maltese government and police, they gave us the permission to protest here. As you asked me, there is the main reason, the quota system, government job quota system. It was from the mostly 56% the quota in our government job. Among this 30% for the freedom fighter who was fought for Bangladesh in 1971. And 10% from the 5% from the minority in our nation, minority who are, and 10% from village, each jila, each village, and 10% for girls. There is so total around 56% the quota. So our brothers, they start protesting on this. They started on 2018. That time when the protest. And that time also they has been attacking from the ruling party, student wing. That time also, if you search on Google, it's 2018 news. And when they protest, they send the petition to the Home Minister. Then from the government, the Prime Minister. That time 2018, she movement the quota, full quota system. She moved. And then from that time there was and recently on this month, July 2024. Again, someone appealed on last year on this quota movement, and from the government, someone appealed for that we want the quota system. So then the High Court, they announced on this month, again the quota will be forming like before 56%. So again our brothers, they submit again the petition to Home Minister. They again, our brothers, students, they ask for again that we don't want the quota, we want quota formation. They don't ask for the quota movement, they ask for the quota formation. Okay, nowadays, last two days ago, there is from the Supreme Court, they advised the government reduce the quota 7%, 5% for freedom fighter grandchildren, and 1% for minority, and 1% for who has like orphan or third gender for them. Okay, so our brothers, they are starting on July 4th, they are starting the protest on the Dhaka University, and the first time they came on the road on July 14. July 14 they came on the road, our student brothers and sisters. Then they asked for quota, they protest for the quota reformation, and then at the same day from the government, who has the General Secretary of ruling party, he came to the press release and he's saying that our student wing, they will be managed to violate the protest. They are enough for them. We don't need anyone. Then next day, July 15 from the police attack. If you see on Google, I have some QR code to give you. This from the police, they firing on the student. On the first day, July 15, there is 7 people killed. The first day from the police, and so many students were injured by a student wing of current ruling party. Then July 18, government, when they see the protest is going more violence, then they cut off all the internet telecommunication. So the internal news, it cannot come up outside of the country, and internally they cannot communication how we can protest more, what we can do. There is, who has the communicating on this? There is all over country, not from one person. From all the our state, it's coming. All the communicators, they cannot communicate, and at the same time, the police, army, they start attacking to our brothers. And till now, there is almost, as per the AFP, there is 300 people killed. Our national news is Pratham Alo, it's a newspaper. a national newspaper. They said that almost 300 people being killed, but unofficially there is more than 1,000 of people has been killed, because we cannot say that what is going on there. There is no telecommunication, so you cannot exactly say there is 300 people, and so many people are arresting from the home and everywhere, and whenever they see there is any student on the road, they are attacking to them. And our demand is to now that we want justice for them, our brothers. As Supreme Court advised to government, reform the quota like 7%. We agree on this, no problem. Our demand is to reform, not to movement. 7% okay for this. But if you reform it now, why you not reform it before? So if you reform it before, so there is no violation like this. So our demand is to, who has been violated, they has to be justified. Who has been violated, and the government has to be a step down from the ruling party, because they are not able to manage the protest. And even for this, there is like, as I say, our current party, they are already declared as a dictator. They already has it, because you don't have right to talk, you don't have right to speak. Even the journalists, they cannot write what is going on there. They are obeying only government. Yeah. They only obeying government. Currently there is only 2-3 news channels. They are giving the news, and two of them they are not giving the exact news. They are giving what is supporting to government. These things. So our demand is to the current ruling party. There has to be a step down from the parliament, and there has to be justified whoever is violating, and the student wing from the ruling party, they has to be declared as a terrorist.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Istriak, who is also a representative of the Bangladeshi community in Malta. We've been reading on the news, international news mostly, about the atrocities that are happening in Bangladesh, the horrible repression by the state, and reports have come to us just now that unofficial figures of the casualties in these protests have risen to over 1,000 persons, although the government claims that it's only around 300 who have been killed. What are your comments on this situation?
So, Bangladesh is a democratic country, and it has a long traditions about the democracy, freedom of speech, and the personal freedom as well. So it's unfortunate in a democratic country there is a one illegal killed. If someone is not feel safe their life in a democratic country, so how we can say it's a democratic country now? And how we can trust the government? Then they can provide us the right of personal liberty, or right of personal life, and right of the human rights. How we can do that? So that's why we think is like the present government is actually suppress the oppositions. So they illegally arrest the people, and they do the extrajudicial killing, which is not acceptable in a democratic society. And there is a numbers of cases we have been informed. There is a number of cases. It's like a human rights violations. So we want the international communities to support us and stop this genocide in Bangladesh.